We appear to have reached an impasse.
The horsemen appear to have taken over the whole city for their show.
Something appears to have happened to your shield, Jerry.
Now we appear to have reached the bottom.
The imaginary attack appears to have been in the works for years.
We appear to have reached an impasse.
We discovered that the stolen artifact appears to have come from this
Also, it appears to have come back. What?
We appear to have broken off radio contact.
You appear to have taken a violent dislike to her.
He appears to have been successful.
I appear to have broken my necklace.
I appear to have forgotten my...
I appear to have lost my appetite.
I appear to have lost a signal.
I appear to have reached the end.
Some mountain areas appear to have had avalanches.
To remind them of the rules that they appear to have forgotten.
The rest of the world will appear to have stopped.
Why, you appear to have forgotten our reunion tonight.
The attack appeared to have been repelled.
The fact that Jackie's never been on roller skates before appears to have done nothing to diminish his confidence.
And the hands of the clock would appear to have stopped.
It appears to have happened twice.
The only thing you appear to have lost is your mind.
The signal appears to have come from the planet.
They appear to have had outside help.
We appear to have arrived.
We appear to have arrived.
We appear to have stopped.
We appear to have taken you by surprise.
Well, it doesn't appear to have arrived yet.
A dead man appears to have gone to ground.
Whereas Biden appeared to have come back from the dead.
You appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
You can't use your house because your parents appear to have taken up permanent residence.
You don't appear to have lost it.
Your deputy appears to have done his best to apprehend them.
Bachman was believed to have been killed in a car bomb explosion and
Believed to have been caused by something similar to an axe.
The author of the new anti-drug legislation is believed to have died from heart failure.
Grantham is believed to have died in the explosion.
Suspect believed to have escaped on a motorcycle.
Is now believed to have been kidnapped by the serial killer.
No one is believed to have made it to shore.
explosion believed to have been caused by an unknown quantity of dynamite.
One of the suspects is Latino and believed to have entered this country illegally.
Police are now hunting a mass murderer believed to have escaped earlier today from...
10-year-old Melissa Ann Montgomery was the first victim believed to have been murdered.
The car believed to have been used in the early morning prison.
And a dozen people are believed to have died.
They are believed to have escaped.
Brooke is believed to have died of a heart attack.
Was believed to have died during a clandestine operation.
All of the friends of a friend who claimed to have seen him.
All these people claim to have seen him.
A man showed up at the border who claims to have killed Chloe.
The person who claimed to have witnessed the signing of the will months before Don disappeared.
And they all claim to have started to feel ill within 3 to 5 hours after eating.
And you claim to have never spoken to Mary Williams.
Crandall claimed to have heard voices telling him to do things too.
Awan, a rank 3 demon, claims to have had 6 babies.
But also the man you claim to have killed at the carnival.
But Sawyer claims to have killed the thing.
He claimed to have been born during the Shang dynasty.
He claimed to have been with her between 4:10 and 4:45 p.m.
He claimed to have found little animals in it.
He claims to have gone on to another club, but he claims to have killed 27 people.
He has a janitor who claims to have seen a knife in the locker. Can't find whatever proof he claimed to have had.
They claim to have reached Zed.
Bartender Max Chilblain claims to have seen during the race.
How dare a white man claim to have discovered...
I didn't claim to have achieved miracles.
I have some fellas who claim to have been the center of all the action.
Ed, who claimed to have killed his own mother.
I've got an eyewitness with me who claims to have seen the whole thing.
Sidney claimed to have found the original handwritten copy of...
Now, I can't claim to have known him.
Now, Jacob, you must be quite sure about this creature you claim to have seen.
Now, the two of you claim to have been at your posts and awake.
Paul Baldino claimed to have found Cecilia on her first attempt.
Probably done on the same night the Parker girl claimed to have killed someone.
She claimed to have seen her dead son at the...
Some claim to have seen it away.
All claim to have seen the same vision.
So you know nothing about these other people that Wayne claimed to have killed and buried?
Abigail Myers, who you claim to have never met.
The cameraman, who claims to have had top military clearance.
Miskin claims to have had access to Howard Hughes and...
They claim to have been in an altercation with you.
They claim to have found evidence.
This guy claims to have killed 37 people.
Those who claim to have achieved the experiment.
Tenants claim to have heard noises coming from this room.
The churches claim to have achieved the impossible.
Federal agents claim to have found the brains.
Yes, he claims to have been engaged in...
You claim to have found a different path.
I'm very happy to have made that possible.
And so I am glad to have met you for the first time.
And truthfully, I'm glad to have been sent to cover the event.
But hey, I'm happy to have made a friend.
But I'm very happy to have met you.
I'm glad to have been of service, George.
I'm glad to have met you, Anakin. I'm happy to have made that happen. I'm just very happy to have met you.
I'm only too glad to have been able to help.
I'm very glad to have met you. I'm very happy to have made your acquaintance.
I'm very happy to have met you, Mr. Garrett.
Very glad to have met you.
Well, I'm sorry to have missed Sam, but I'm happy to have met you.
I say I'm very happy to have met you.
You will feel proud and happy to have made this deal.
Childhood illness was said to have left him with slightly diminished mental capacity.
King is said to have hidden in this tree.
And the ether was said to have been destroyed with them, and yet here it is.
Many people are said to have died here.
He was said to have died of a curse.
He was said to have died of natural causes.
Thought maybe it's the axe of Decaron, said to have been forged in hell itself, lost since the Children's Crusade, where it was said to have killed.
One of their elders was said to have been called Noel.
Said to have killed more people than the plague.
She's said to have given him this.
The man who has it, the one they call the fisherman, is said to have left the city and gone north.
The judge was said to have been in good health.
The weapon that is said to have killed Vlad the Impaler.
This is said to have occurred through a long series of beneficial mutations.
Time slips are said to have happened here.
So many eerie things are said to have happened.
Where the earliest pharaohs were said to have hidden the wealth of Egypt.
All the problems seem to have disappeared.
Although no one seemed to have been able to detect the signs.
And when he was awake, he seemed to have lost his will to live.
But I seem to have forgotten my story.
Medical staff seem to have disappeared.
For at least the time being, seems to have lost her goddamn mind.
He just seemed to have disappeared.
He seems to have gone for a walk.
He seems to have lost some zip on his fastball.
And he seems to have found the perfect customer.
I did not see it, but then I seem to have been doomed to blindness.
I don't seem to have been there when it happened.
I seem to have misplaced your name.
Our driver seemed to have disappeared.
You seem to have made a remarkable recovery.
We seem to have lost him for a moment.
I seem to have given up all my girlhood friends.
I seem to have lost the last one.
I seem to have lost the reality of...
I seem to have misplaced my uniform.
I stupidly seem to have lost my invitation.
I think I may have seemed to have forgotten that.
Tried, but your cell phone seems to have been turned off.
He seems to have found some way to shield himself from it.
Many of which you seem to have had a personal hand in telling.
My firm said I seem to have forgotten that the customer is always right.
I seem to have misplaced my friend. Other people seem to have had events.
Our new player seems to have gone off script.
She seems to have gone now.
She seems to have lost interest in things that...
Since you seem to have been successful.
Sir, as I seem to have given you some offense,
They seem to have forgotten.
They seem to have had enough of you. I seem to have lost my way.
Well, you seem to have forgotten about him, all right.
We seem to have lost the groom.
We seem to have misplaced your paperwork.
Your promotion doesn't seem to have made much of an impression.
You seem to have been a little careless, Elvira.
You seem to have done it.
You seem to have done very well.
You seem to have forgotten about all your problems back in Weeds.
You seem to have forgotten that we're all in this together.
You seem to have given considerable thought to the matter.
You seem to have given this a fair bit of thought, Mad-Eye.
You seem to have made quite a connection.
Its original location is thought to have been the Garden of Eden.
Local pediatrician thought to have killed some local girls.
Now, Skullbuck is thought to have originated right here in this...
The Mosasaurus was thought to have hunted near the surface of the water, where...
These killings were thought to have served a twofold purpose.
This fracture is thought to have been caused by a falling roof beam.
This raid was thought to have been his first outlaw act.
Thought to have originated somewhere in Southeast Asia.
We want to report about a fire in Milwaukee. Initially thought to have been caused by an electrical failure.